All righty, so now we're going to take a look at chapter 5, reviewing that, getting ready for the final. And again, the message of the following Zoom session is being recorded and will appear later today on my YouTube channel, Math with Mayo. There are 2 different classes that may be observing this session. Therefore, when you participate in the Zoom meeting, if you do not wish your picture or your name to be made public, please leave the video off and use an alias name. If you have questions during the meeting, but do not wish to speak, email me at bmayo@ybcc.edu, and I will respond as soon as I can. Okay, so let's make sure, got the recording going, and should have the correct screen. And let's get here to where we have a blank screen. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at this problem from Webassign. Consider the polynomial 9x cubed minus x squared plus x plus 10. It says, what is the lead term? And I want to do several things with this. First of all, this polynomial has 4 terms, so it's not a monomial, binomial, or trinomial. I suppose it could be called a quadrinomial, but we just call it a polynomial when it has more than 3 terms. It's already in standard form, descending powers, that is x cubed, x squared, x, no x at all. So the leading term is 9x cubed, okay? So that's going to be 9. Now, how do I get x cubed in there? Let's see here. I go x, and then I push that button, and there's my cubed, okay? Now, I want to also answer the following question. What is the degree of this polynomial? Well, term by term, the first term is degree 3, the second term is degree 2, the third term is degree 1, the fourth term is degree 0. Remember, that doesn't mean it's 10 to the 0 power. That means that if there was a variable, it would be, say, x to the 0 power times 10. But the degree of the entire polynomial is the same as the degree of the highest powered term. So that this would be a polynomial of degree 3. Okay. All right, let's take a look at this one. Simplify the polynomial and write the result in descending powers of a. So we have 7a squared b plus 8 minus 9a cubed b minus 6a squared b plus 3a cubed b plus 2. It says descending powers of a. These 2 terms have the highest power of a. They're also like terms. So negative 9a cubed b plus 3a cubed b would be negative 6a cubed b. The next highest power of a would be a squared. These terms both have a squared. They're also like terms. 7a squared b minus 6a squared b would be plus 1a squared b, but I'm not going to put the implied 1 coefficient in the front, okay? And then finally, plus 2. So let's see how we go about writing that in here. We've got negative 6, and then a cubed, and I've got to move out so that I got to use the right arrow key, and then let's see, b, okay, and then plus a squared, move the right arrow over, and hit the right arrow, b plus 2. And let's see what happens. Oh my, it says I'm wrong. So let's see what I did wrong. Oh, I see what I did wrong. I missed the 8 there. Yeah. So what should this be instead of an 8? This should be a 10, shouldn't it? Yeah. I just didn't even, oops. Let's go back here. I just didn't even see that. Careless of me. So this is plus 10. So let's go back here and make that a 10. So the moral of the story is you really want to check your work, which I didn't do, to make sure it's correct before you enter it into the Webassign screen. Okay, let's take a look at problem number 3. Perform the operation. So we have 7.1a squared plus 2.5a minus 5.8 minus the quantity 3.4a squared minus 4.9a plus 11.8. Well, with nothing in front of the first set of parentheses, we can just drop those parentheses and recopy what's there. It's like we're distributing a plus 1 out front, which doesn't change anything. But here, distributing a minus sign, this changes the sign of each term inside the parentheses. Okay. Now, combining like terms, let's see. 7.1, what do we have here? 7.1 minus 3.4 is going to be 3.7a squared. Then 2.5 plus 4.9, 2.5 plus 4.9 is going to be plus 7.4a. And then negative 5.8 minus 11.8 more is going to be minus 17.6. So let's see. That looks good. That looks good. So that looks okay. That looks okay. 16. Okay, I think it's correct. So I'll put it into the Webassign screen. And we get 3.7a squared over plus 7.4a minus 17.6. I get a lot of complaints from students that say, oh, you know, I entered the wrong number into Webassign. Well, then check it before you push submit answer. Okay. All right, let's see. That looks like I've got the right answer, at least the one I came up with. Excellent. Okay, so let's take a look at this next one. Find a polynomial that represents the length of the wooden handle of the shovel. So the whole thing is f of x. The metal part is g of x. The wooden handle would be f of x. So all of this minus g of x, right? So I want f of x minus g of x. So I've got 3x squared plus x plus 1 minus g of x, which is x squared minus 2. Now, I need to put that parentheses there because if I don't, I'm not going to be subtracting the whole thing. So it should be 3x squared plus x plus 1 minus x, minus times minus is plus 2. Combining like terms, 3x squared plus 3, because the x's cancel. And that is units of inches. So let's see, f of x minus g of x. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake and I caught it. It should have been x squared minus 2. It's a good thing that I checked my work. Okay. Let's see here. Let's just go back. And so this should be x squared minus 2. So now we've got 3x squared plus x plus 1 minus x squared plus 2. Aha. So that's 2x squared plus x plus 3. Let's see what happens now. So 2x squared, and then move over plus x plus 3. Boy, it's a good thing I checked my work, huh? Okay, let's take a look at number 5. It says add. So we're going to add vertically here, 3x squared plus 6x plus 2, x squared minus 3x plus 8, and we're going to add them up. So we're going to get what, a 10 plus, that's going to be a 3x and a 4x squared. So 4x squared, 4, and then plus 3x plus 10. Let's see, 4x squared plus 3x plus 10. All righty. Let's see, let's take a look at this one, which says to multiply. So we've got negative 7 x to the 6th z to the 5th times x to the 7th z to the 4th. So we've got negative 7 x to the what? 6 plus 7 is 13. Z to the 5 plus 4 is 9. Multiplying two powers with the same base, you add the exponents. So negative 7x to the 13th power, z to the 9th power. Okay, let's see, negative 7, x to the 13th, z to the 9th. Looks like it should be okay. All righty, let's take a look at this one. Multiply, we've got 3/4 h to the 6th times 4h to the 12th plus 16h to the 8th. So we're going to distribute the 3/4 h to the 6th to that one and that one. So I get 3/4 h to the 6th times 4h to the 12th plus 3/4 h to the 6th times 16h to the 8th. So let's see, multiplying these first two factors together, the 4s would reduce out and I get 3h to the 18th, okay? Plus 16 over 4 is 4 times 3 is 12h to the 14th. So again, let's check distributing. I've got that, that looks good. That's okay. All right, let's see what happens here. So 3h to the 18th power plus 12h to the 14th power. Okay. And let's see here. Multiply, simplify your answer completely, it says. So we're going to distribute 4n squared times 4n squared minus 3n plus 5. So that's going to be what? 16n to the 4th minus 12n to the 3rd plus 20n squared. Now, why did I take this problem and write them out before I reduce things? Because of the fraction, I thought it might be a little more complicated to follow. But here, hopefully, there's nothing I have to reduce out, so hopefully it wasn't complicated to follow that. So we got 16 n to the 4th power minus 12 n cubed plus 20 n squared. 16 n to the 4th minus 12 n cubed plus 20 n squared. Okay. All right. let's see. How many more have we got here? Quite a few, but we still got lots of time, so I'm just going to keep going. Let's see here. Take a look at that one. So multiply negative a cubed b cubed times the quantity negative a to the fifth b cubed plus a to the fourth b to the fourth minus a b to the fifth plus 8a. So distributing negative times negative is positive. A to the eighth, b to the sixth. Negative times positive is negative. A to the seventh, b to the seventh. Negative times negative is positive. A to the fourth, b to the eighth. Don't forget there's an implied 1 on that a. That's where I got a to the fourth. And then finally, minus 8a to the fourth b cubed. Let's see. Positive a to the eighth, b to the sixth, minus a to the seventh, b to the seventh, plus a to the fourth, b to the eighth, minus 8a to the fourth, b cubed. I think we've got our answer. Let's find out. So a to the eighth, b to the sixth, minus a to the seventh, b to the seventh, plus a to the fourth, b to the eighth, minus 8a to the fourth, b to the third. Let's see. I got written down what I want there. Yeah, it looks like it. So here we go. All right. Now we're going to use the FOIL technique, multiplying two binomials together. So we've got 3x plus 2 times x minus 2. So 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times minus 2 is minus 6x. 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times minus 2 is minus 4. Combining like terms, 3x squared minus 4x minus 4. 3x squared minus 4x minus 4. Okay. On to another one. Multiply, simplify your answer completely. Again, we're going to FOIL together two binomials. So we've got 3n to the fourth minus 5n squared times 4n to the fourth minus n squared. So that's going to be 12n to the eighth minus 3n to the sixth minus 20n to the sixth and plus 5n to the fourth. Combining like terms, 12n to the eighth minus 23n to the sixth plus 5n to the fourth. Let's go back and check that. 3 times 4 is 12 into the eighth. 3, that's going to be minus 3 into the sixth. That's going to be minus 20 into the sixth and plus 5 into the fourth. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Okay. So 12 in to the eighth minus 23 in to the sixth plus 5 in to the fourth. Let's see. Okay. I know I'm just going through and doing the chapter 5 review, but since there's no one here to ask questions, I'm just going to kind of, review things as they are. Multiply, simplify your answer. Okay, so we've got 8.8 times a minus 1 times a plus 1. All right, we've got a couple of options. We can take the two binomials and multiply them together first and then distribute the 8.8, or we can distribute the 8.8 to the first factor a minus 1. I'm going to do these two first because that is the difference of two squares. Okay, so then we get 8.8a squared minus 8.8 because those middle terms, when we FOIL, those middle terms cancel out. So 8.8a squared minus 8.8. All right, simplify your answer, or multiply, simplify your answer completely. So now we've got a trinomial times a trinomial. So we're going to actually have, what, 9 different, 9 different products that we're going to then combine like terms with. So we're going to get 42x to the 4th plus 7x cubed minus 7x squared plus 6x cubed plus x squared minus x minus 30x squared minus 5x minus times minus plus 5. So let's see, like terms, 42x to the 4th plus 13x cubed minus 7x squared plus 1x squared would be minus 6x squared, minus 30 more x squared would be minus 36x squared. Minus x minus 5x is minus 6x and plus 5. Let's see, let's make sure I didn't miss anything. That and that go, that and that and that go. I think it's correct. Let's find out. 42x to the 4th plus 13x cubed minus 36x squared minus 6x plus 5. And it looks good. Okay. All right, let's take a look at 14. A minus 5 squared. Okay, that is not equal to a squared minus 5 squared. That's the most common mistake. A minus 5 squared is equal to a minus 5 times a minus 5. You have to expand it and then FOIL it. We get a squared minus 5a minus 5a plus 25, a squared minus 10a plus 25. So be careful with that. A squared minus 10a plus 25. Okay. All right. Here we have a product that is the difference of two squares. X plus 5 times x minus 5. X times x is x squared. X times minus 5 is minus 5x. 5 times x is 5x, and 5 times minus 5 is minus 25. But the middle terms cancel out, and we get the difference of two squares. Notice that we're multiplying what are called a conjugate pair, the sum of two numbers times the difference of two numbers. So x squared minus, let's see, where is it? Oh, minus 25. Okay. All right, let's take this one. We've got 9y plus 1, the quantity squared. So that's 9y plus 1 times 9y plus 1, which is 81y squared plus 9y plus 9y plus 1. 81y squared plus 18y plus 1. 81y squared plus 18y plus 1. And we're almost done. Hang in there, just a few more to go. Wow, it's quite a few, I guess. Well, anyway, okay. Let's see here. What do we have? Find the product. Y squared plus 1, y squared minus 1. Oh, that's the difference of two squares as well. So we get y to the fourth minus y squared plus y squared minus 1. The middle two terms cancel out. Y to the fourth minus 1. So y to the fourth minus 1. Okay, this one I've got to be careful. That negative sign right there is outside of the square, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the square first. So I'm going to get 7a minus 2c, 7a minus 2c, okay? I'm going to do the square first. So that's going to be 49a squared minus 14ac minus 14ac plus 4c squared, which is 49a squared minus 28ac plus 4c squared. Now I'm going to distribute the negative sign. So I'm going to get negative 49a squared plus 28ac minus 4c squared. So I foiled together the perfect square trinomial and then distributed the subtraction sign. Okay, so negative 49a squared plus 28ac minus 4c squared. Okay, looks good. All right, that was the multiplication. Now the division. Divide, do not use negative exponents in the answer. So negative 21x squared y divided by 28xy cubed. Okay, so I can reduce negative 21 over 28 by taking a 7 out here and a 7 out there. So I've got negative 3 over 4. Then x squared over x would be x to the 1 power, just x. And y over y cubed would be y to the 1 minus 3, which is y to the negative 2 power, or 1 over y squared. So what have I got? I've got negative 3x over 4y squared. And I can apply the negative sign in the numerator, or I could put it out in front like that. Okay? go ahead and put it in the numerator. So we've got a fraction. So we're going to use this. So I've got negative 3x over 4y squared. Let's see. Negative 3x over 4y squared. Okay. Again, just to show you, I could also do this. Let's see here. How would I do that? Negative, and then, and let's see. I could do negative, whoops, negative, and then the fraction 3x over 4y squared. Okay, so I can also do it that way. All right, dividing a polynomial by a monomial. All divided by a monomial. So we've got a polynomial divided by a monomial. So what we do there is we take each term in the numerator and divide it by the term in the denominator. Okay, so I've got 12a to the 5th b over 3a squared b plus ab squared over 3a squared b minus 9b over 3a squared b. So I want to reduce each fraction and write it with no negative exponents. So 12 over 3 is 4 over 1. A to the 5th over a to the 2nd is a cubed, and b over b is b to the 0 or just 1. So I get 4a cubed plus, I'm going to have a 3 in the denominator. A over a squared is a to the negative 1, which becomes 1 over a to the 1. B squared over b is b on top. So I've got this, because 1 times b would just be b. And again, if we put the 1 there, Webassign doesn't like it. Okay, minus 9 over 3 is 3. B over b is 1 over 1. So I've got 3 over a squared. So let's see, 4a cubed plus b over 3a minus 3 over a squared. Okay. 4a cubed plus, okay, let's see, I've got a fraction here, so b, and then over 3a, gotta move outside there, minus, that's not what I wanted. Now I've messed things up. Let's see, we'll back up here. There we go. Okay, minus 3 over a squared. Okay. All right. Now we come to your favorite subject, polynomial long division. You didn't know it was your favorite subject, did you? So we've got 2x squared plus 4 plus 9x over x plus 4. All right, so the x plus 4 goes on the outside, but on the inside, I've got to rearrange it so that the terms are in descending powers. So I moved the 9x and the 4, switch them around over here, okay? All right, so leading term on the inside divided by leading term on the outside. 2x squared divided by x is 2x, which goes up here. Then we take that times the divisor, the x plus 4. We get 2x squared plus 8x, which we put there. Then we subtract that quantity from what's up above, but we change it to addition of the opposite and add up the columns. 0x squared, 9 minus 8, that's plus, so we get a plus 1x, and then bring down the next term. Leading term divided by leading term, x divided by x is 1, so plus 1. 1 times x plus 4 is x plus 4. We subtract that from what's up above, change it to addition of the opposite, add them up, we get 0. So our final answer is 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1. Okay, let's go on to the next problem. We've got 5x plus 1 on the outside, negative 21x minus 4 plus 25x cubed on the inside. Okay, so on the inside, the dividend is not in descending powers and there's some missing terms. So we're going to rewrite this. We're going to have 5x plus 1 on the outside, and on the inside, 25x cubed plus 0x squared minus 21x minus 4. So not only is it in descending powers, but we put in that missing power of x to make things work out nicely. Okay, so leading term inside divided by leading term outside. 25x cubed divided by 5x is 5x squared. 5x squared times 5x plus 1 is 25x cubed plus 5x squared. 25x cubed plus 5x squared. We're going to subtract that from what's up above. We'll distribute, changing it to addition of the opposite. 25x cubed plus negative 25x cubed is 0. 0x squared plus negative 5x squared is negative 5x squared. And we'll bring down the next term. Divide the leading term inside by the leading term outside. Negative 5x squared divided by 5x is negative x, so minus x. Take that times the divisor. So we get negative 5x squared minus x. Negative 5x squared minus x. We're going to subtract that from what's up above, change it to addition of the opposite, and we get negative 20x minus 4, because this becomes 0. Negative 21x plus x is negative 20x. And then bring down the next term, minus 4. Divide the leading term inside by the leading term outside. Negative 20x over 5x is negative 4, so we put minus 4 up there. Negative 4 times 5x plus 1, negative 20x minus 4. Write that here. Subtract that from what's up above, change it to addition of the opposite. We get 0 remainder. So 5x squared minus x minus 4 should be the answer. 5x squared minus x minus 4. And again, how could you check your work? You could take that times that, and you should come up with that. All right, okay. 2 more to go. Perform the division. 2x squared plus 5x plus 2 divided by 2x plus 3. So 2x plus 3 goes outside. 2x squared plus 5x plus 2 goes inside. Nothing missing. Everything's in descending powers order. Leading term inside divided by leading term outside gives us x. Take x times the 2x plus 3. 2x squared plus 3x. 2x squared plus 3x. Subtract that from what's up above. Change it to addition of the opposite. 2x squared plus negative 2x squared is 0x squared. 5x plus negative 3x is 2x. Bring down the next term. Leading term inside divided by leading term outside gives us plus 1. 1 times 2x plus 3 gives us 2x plus 3. We're going to subtract that quantity from what's up above, change it to addition of the opposite, and we get negative 1. So we've got x plus 1 plus negative 1 over 2x plus 3. So x plus 1 plus negative 1 over 2x plus 3. I'm curious to know, let's see what happens if I instead, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah. Well, I accidentally hit the wrong button. What I wanted to do is say, what if we do this? What if we do minus, and then we put 1 over 2x plus 3. In other words, will Webassign accept both forms? And the answer is yes. So you can write minus the fraction or plus, and then put the negative sign up above. The authors in the textbook do it with the plus and then the negative 1 up above. So I wasn't sure whether Webassign would take them both, but it does. Excellent. Okay, one more and then we're out of here. So we've got x cubed plus 1 over x plus 1. So we've got x plus 1 outside and x cubed plus 0x squared plus 0x plus 1 on the inside, filling in all the missing terms, missing powers. Leading term inside divided by leading term outside, x squared. Take that times the divisor, x cubed plus x squared, x cubed plus x squared. Subtract that from what's up above, change it to addition of the opposite. X cubed plus negative x cubed is 0x cubed. 0x squared plus negative x squared is negative x squared. Bring down the next term, which is 0x. Leading term inside divided by leading term outside, which is negative x, so minus x. Negative x times x plus 1, negative x squared minus x, negative x squared minus x. Subtract that from what's up above, change it to addition of the opposite. Negative x squared plus x squared is 0. 0x plus x is x, x plus 1. Leading term inside divided by leading term outside is plus 1. And 1 times x plus 1 is x plus 1. Subtract that from what's up above, change it to addition of the opposite. We get 0. I know I'm going kind of quickly there. I must be getting hungry. It's about lunchtime. So we've got x. Oops, too many x's there. X squared minus x plus 1. Oh, look at that. I didn't get rid of the exponent. So I've got to use a right arrow minus x plus 1. That looks right. All righty. So I'm going to stop the recording. Tomorrow I will be back and we'll be looking at chapter, let's see, 8 and 9. And then on Monday, 10 and 11, and on Tuesday is your final. So have a great afternoon. See you tomorrow. Bye.